Coming up on NewsWatch, a Memphis man took the Halloween fun and spooks a bit too far.
And Congress is receiving new classified documents on UFOs.
And we went out to find the best Halloween house decorations in Oxford. NewsWatch Ole Miss starts now.
Happy Halloween! And welcome to NewsWatch Ole Miss. I'm Celeste Lay.
And I am Juliana Jackson. Now, sometimes people take the Halloween fun a little too far. For example, a Memphis man tried stealing pumpkins and beer from a Kroger. Memphis police officers found the suspect pushing a Kroger cart with 3 orange pumpkins and 1 Heineken beer. The suspect was identified as Warren Smith, 50. Smith has been charged with theft of property of less than $1,000.
Now that Halloween is here and you've heard the stories about razor blades and candy, but you need to be aware of drugs that are packaged as candy. The Batesville Police Department made a Facebook post for parents in the community showing the gummies that are packaged just like your favorite candy. Oxford Police Department's Breck Jones says that thankfully this has not been a prevalent issue in Oxford, and there have been no cases of candy being tampered with, although parents should double check the packages to be safe.
Those things where you just use common sense. If something feels off, just go, obviously throw it out. But you know what a Reese's is supposed to look like. You know what all these candies are supposed to look like. So if you're taking things from strangers, just make sure that the packages are sealed and everything checks out. Something we pride ourselves on here at OPD is we're always training, we're always looking into things, whether it's a local trend or a national trend.
Jones also says that if you have any concerns, please do not hesitate to reach out to the police department. And while this holiday is known for spooks and scares, people usually scared by decorations. But outside of Memphis, one neighborhood is. A home in Bartlett, Tennessee has a skeleton hoisted several feet in the air using a rope tied around its neck and attached to a tree, an image that many residents do not want to see since it reminds them of America's dark history with slavery. A source that wants to remain anonymous says that people should not be using holiday decorations to project their personal beliefs. But the owner of the home that the skeleton is hanging from says it's just a decoration and there is no ill intent behind it.
Here on NewsWatch, we noticed some awesome Halloween decorations in Oxford, but reporter Erica Fontana went out to find the very best one.
If you drive around Oxford, it is a sure thing that you will see some houses that go all out for Halloween. There's everything from small decorations to cobwebs completely covering the entire house. Oxford resident Ann Chancellor Robertson is one of the several residents that participates in Halloween decor each year.
I decorate for all the holidays, but Halloween is probably our most intense. I enjoy decorating for Halloween. It's something fun that I know that my kids and a lot of our friends enjoy.
Her favorite decorations are the spiders that hang on her front porch.
I started with the spiders doing this about 7 years ago, and it's always something that I kind of like to surprise my kids.
Not only does the community love her decorations, but her kids love it even more.
Kind of almost like a Christmas, but they wake up one morning and the spiders are all out, or the Halloween decorations are all out. And it's something we just really have fun with here and really enjoy. We all get in the real Halloween spirit.
I even got to go inside to look at some of her favorite indoor decorations. With NewsWatch Ole Miss, I am Erica Fontana.
The Robertson family plans to continue this tradition for years to come. And if you think your decorations are better, prove it to us. You can DM pictures of your haunted house to our Instagram at NewsWatch Ole Miss, and we will share the best ones.
Now let's take a look at the sweetest costumes you will ever see on these NICU babies of Methodist Lee Bonner Healthcare in Memphis. These little boys and girls are dressed up as children book characters such as a precious frog, giraffe, Little Red Riding Hood, a mouse and a cookie, and so many other adorable costumes. And while those babies may have the best costumes at Methodist Lee Bonner, we held our own costume contest on social media.
Yes, congratulations to our winners, Caleb Bohannon and Jerry Merma. Tell us about your costumes, guys.
Well, I always aspired to be a chef for aunties specifically. You guys can't see it says your auntie's favorite on my costume, so that's where the idea came from.
Yeah, well, it looks great. Congratulations, guys.
Coming up, we've got pumpkins, aliens, and even a haunted house.
Pretty much everything you need for Halloween and more coming up. But first, here's Seth Parenteau with your current conditions.
Well, the weather here in Oxford currently is so nice, it's almost scary. Stick around for your 5-day forecast after this.
Legacy isn't just about where you're from, it's about where you're going. So where are you going?
I'm going to be the first in my family to graduate.
I'm going to make a difference.
Just like my granddad.
I'm going to make the bestseller list.
And I'm going to help him get there.
I'm going to win a championship.
Again! I'm going to lock the vault! Hotty toddy!
I'm going to take the next step.
I'm going to bring them to their feet.
I'm going to Ole Miss.
Ole Miss. Build your legacy.
Great having you.
Incredible women.
I wish they had those kind of cool careers for women when we were growing up.
So in this flashback, we're all the same age?
Yeah.
What does everyone want to be when they grow up?
If I say 2 jobs, do I get extra credit?
No.
I want to make immersive video games. I want to revolutionize 3D printing. I want to analyze data from the cloud.
I want to be a meteor.
You mean meteorologist?
No.
That's great, Al. Follow your dreams.
For the record, I was a baby in the 70s.
The same tree?
No, the other tree.
Psst. They're coming. Places, everybody.
Is my light bright enough? You're such a glow-off.
Well, you know.
And lights.
Come alive with the forest. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
Legacy isn't just about where you're from, it's about where you're going. So where are you going?
I'm going to be the first in my family to graduate.
I'm going to make a difference.
Just like my granddad.
I'm going to make the bestseller list.
And I'm going to help him get there.
I'm going to win a championship.
Again! I'm going to lock the vault! Hotty toddy!
I'm going to take the next step.
I'm going to bring them to their feet.
I'm going to Ole Miss.
Ole Miss. Build your legacy.
Welcome back to NewsWatch Ole Miss. Elon Musk has officially taken over Twitter. European Union Commissioner for Internal Markets, Thierry Breton, makes it known to everyone that not everything will be allowed to be said on this social media platform. The EU Commissioner reminded Musk that Twitter will need to remain following its rules in the European Union. He reminded this to Musk by commenting on his tweet, "The bird is freed," by responding with, "In Europe, the bird will fly by our rules." On Thursday, the Tesla boss promised users that Twitter will not be the platform where anything could be said with no consequences.
Halloween is celebrated by almost everyone across the world, but we sometimes forget about our furry friends. But there are many dangers and hazards that can occur to animals, so we want you to be aware and prepared. Do not take your furry friend trick-or-treating. Taking them out in a populated public place with loud noises, lights, and dropped foods could cause anxiety to your animal and could potentially lead to harmful effects. If you are wanting to match and play dress-up with your animal, make sure their costume is safe and comfortable. Although they may look adorable, accessories and the costume could become a choking hazard or be too tight on their bodies. And when using antifreeze on Halloween, make sure to wipe up all drips immediately because if consumed by your animal, it could lead to harmful and even deadly effects. Keeping all these things in mind, remember to think of your furry friend and their safety and health.
As every X-Files fan knows, the truth is out there and soon it will be in the hands of Congress. Intelligence agencies are set to deliver a classified document on the status of UFOs. Isabella Rosales explains the potential answers to this out-of-this-world mystery.
Science stranger than fiction, but these are very real images from the Department of Defense of an unidentified flying object. Or more officially, unidentified aerial phenomena spotted by pilots, including retired Lieutenant Commander Alex Diedrich.
Enter stage left, the tic-tac.
Off the coast of San Diego back in 2004.
It was white, it was sort of a matte finish, just like a tic-tac. And it behaved in a way that we were surprised, unnerved. It accelerated, or it almost didn't accelerate, right? It sort of jumped from spot to spot and tumbled around in a way that was unpredictable.
A report made public last year said there was no evidence that the sightings were extraterrestrial, but detailed how little was known about sightings like this.
Oh my gosh, dude.
NASA has announced its own independent study, and now Congress is set to receive an updated report from the Pentagon and intelligence agencies. While it's not clear how much of the classified document will be made public, according to the New York Times, it will find that most of the cases are random junk in the sky, like balloons or surveillance activity.
If they're seeing something and they're saying they don't understand it, that will make the average person go, oh, there must be something real and significant here.
And Florida is known for many things, but one of the most intriguing that they have done recently is underwater pumpkin carving. This underwater pumpkin carving contest held annually in the Florida Keys, featuring 18 scuba divers in competition. The divers carved everything from sharks to jellyfish to pirate pumpkins. The winners get a free dive trip for 2 at Amory Dive Resort.
There's no shortage of haunted houses this time of year, and in St. Petersburg, Florida, there's a special one that not only makes you jump with fright, but smile in appreciation. As Robert Boyd reports, the entire haunted attraction is put on by adults with developmental disabilities.
Well, when it comes to Halloween here at Park, it's not just about scaring, it's about creating, motivating, and inspiring. However, this weekend, it is pretty scary.
From zombies to dead brides to witches, and don't forget about the killer clowns. The Park Haunted House is the highlight of the year for these participants.
It's all about scaring people. It's really how many people we could scare.
Ronnie Williams is one of a dozen to help design, create, and act in this ghostly walk through the cemetery.
And I gotta tell you, this blood is pretty scary.
Yes.
I'm hoping it's fake, right?
Yes, it's fake, it's fake, it's fake, it's fake.
You're gonna ride a horse, maybe? Yeah. And then scream at him?
Brian Rothy, Assistant Vice President of Adult Community Programs, says he knew the haunted house would be fun, but never realized the life skills it would also add.
An awesome team building experience. It has a social component to it. There's a lot of organizing that's going on. There's a lot of planning that has to happen. There's a lot of inventory lists that we have to make, and our participants are taking an active role in that.
I dreamed about being a killer clown ever since I was like a preteen. So it's kind of fun and it's kind of gruesome and spooky and scary and bleh.
And this weekend they'll have a chance to put all their hard work to the test as they invite family to visit, if they dare.
Are you excited to scare your friends and family this weekend?
Yes.
Are they going to recognize you with all this blood?
No.
Of all the other scary characters, who are you the most afraid of?
The wolf.
Brian hopes the community appreciates how dedicated their cast of characters are.
The best part for me is the way that they talk about it throughout the entire year, at how excited they are, the smiles, the stories.
And now let's get back to Seth for a quick look at the weather.
Well, with the current temperature of 69 degrees, it's looking to be a great night for some Halloween fun and a great night for flying, if I do say so myself. Stick around for your 5-day forecast after this.
So, I'm kind of new here, but I've noticed a trend. My human does this funny thing where she goes around and gets all my toys, and then she hides them in that basket by the door. It's like, hello, that's where you put it last time. You were the worst at hide and go seek.
It's a beautiful day out here. Sunny today with light breezes, giving way to clouds in the afternoon. We could see some light precipitation to moderate precipitation later on, followed by powerful storm-like conditions. 90 miles per hour winds are expected. Authorities are asking everyone, stay indoors. Come on, that's it. Let's go.
Don't wait. Communicate. Make your emergency plan today.
Severe weather can strike anytime, anywhere, but there's a simple way to stay safe. Hey, Jim Cantori here. I stay safe in dangerous weather by planning ahead. You can stay safe too with a few easy steps. Build an inexpensive kit with supplies for your family's needs. Write down important information like phone numbers and medications. Always talk with your family and remember any pets in your planning. Be ready, be safe. Start your plan today at ready.gov/plan.
Good evening, Oxford, Mississippi. My name is Seth Brento, and this is your weekly weather forecast. Well, with a current temperature of 69 degrees, it is definitely a bit warm for the end of October, but I'm sure many parents are grateful for the warmer trick-or-treating temperatures. And if we take a look across the rest of northern Mississippi, you'll be seeing much of the same with current temperatures in the mid to upper 60s. However, temperatures will be taking a little bit of a dip tonight with a low of 48 degrees. Although temperatures will be warming right back up tomorrow for a high of 75. Definitely a bit warm again for the start of November. And if you take a look across the rest of northern Mississippi, you'll be seeing much of the same with temperatures in the mid to upper 70s. Now, temperatures around this time of year usually average around 68 degrees, but so I guess, yeah, we're definitely a good 10 degrees warmer than we normally are. And for your 5-day forecast, it's definitely going to be quite a warm start to November, as you can see, with temperatures in the mid to upper 70s. And from Wednesday onward, as you can see, we're looking at straight sun for the rest of the week. So for your weekly outlook, it is definitely going to be a warm week overall with fall-like temperatures in the evenings. And it's definitely going to be a great night for some Halloween fun, so everyone make sure to stay safe, have a great time, and keep it cool. And now here's Cameron with a look at sports.
And coming up, the football team was scary good in their win against Texas A&M. And find out who the soccer team will be facing in the SEC tournament. I'll have that and more up next in sports.
Creating a legacy takes time, takes dedication, spirit, and a greater vision. That vision starts here at the University of Mississippi. What will you be remembered by? Your character? Your contributions? Your friendship? Your legacy will define who we are now and who we are becoming for our state, our students, and our future. Ole Miss, build your legacy.
Bring it.
Time out, guys. I'm late to dinner. My mom's gonna kill me. Catch you guys later.
Mom wants us home. Okay. Bye, guys.
You guys need a ride? Sure. Yeah. All right. How about some one-on-one?
I gotta go eat, man. Sorry, I'll see you later.
Ole Miss 18th NCAA tournament appearance.
This is fun, folks, as Baker's peeling it. Little heat check. Snow Collins for three. Bring it up.
Said, I love Madison Scott.
Ole Miss Rebels
are having a lot of fun, and you can see why.
Ole Miss football got it done on the road on Saturday against the Texas A&M Aggies with the final score of 31-28. In a competitive contest, the Rebels ran through their way through College Station with 390 total rushing yards that proved to be too much for the Aggies. Freshman Quinshawn Judkins leading this rushing performance with a new career high of 205 yards. Quarterback Jackson Dart also had a productive day, finishing 13 for 20 with 140 yards and 3 touchdowns in the passing game, as well as an additional 95 yards on the ground. After the Rebels' performance on Saturday, Quinshawn Judkins and Nick Broker earned SEC Weekly Honor Awards. Broker earned Co-Offensive Lineman of the Week, and Judkins earned Freshman of the Week once again. Judkins broke Ole Miss freshman rushing record now with 1,036 yards on the year and became the fastest true freshman in the SEC to reach 1,000 rushing yards since 1987. And behind Broker and the Rebel O-line, it was a dominant day on the ground, and he was also instrumental in pass protection, allowing no pressures or sacks on the night. Judkins, Broker, and company will now have a week off in preparation for the team's November 12th matchup against the Alabama Crimson Tide. And the Ole Miss soccer team advanced to the quarterfinals of the SEC tournament Sunday afternoon with the first-round victory over LSU. The match was scoreless through regulation and 2 overtime periods, sending the teams to a penalty kick shootout. The Rebels won the shootout 3-0. Behind makes from Kayla Chapman-Haggerty, Aubrey Meister, and Price Laposer. This is the third time in the last 4 SEC tournaments that Ole Miss has won their opening match. The Rebels next face South Carolina on Tuesday at 12 p.m. Central Time. The game will be aired on SEC Network, where you can catch all of the action. And tonight, the Phillies and Astros will square off in Game 3 of the World Series. This series is tied 1-1 and will be shifting to Philadelphia at Citizens Bank Park. The starting pitchers will be Noah Syndergaard for the Phillies and Lance McCullers Jr. for the Astros. Only 5 teams since 1969 have lost 3 since tied to the World Series and came back to win it, so this is a pivotal game. The game will be airing on Fox at 7:03 p.m. Central Time, where you can catch all of the action. That's all I've got for sports. Be sure to follow us at rebel_watch for the latest sports updates.
Thanks, Cameron. Coming up, Halloween means costumes, carving pumpkins, haunted houses, and more.
But what is your favorite tradition? More coming up after the break.
Times during class, and I tell her to talk to him, and it's like, oh, ew.
Julia, are you ready to play band with us? I'm gonna play my clarinet.
And Elmo's gonna play his drum. Drum loud.
Oh, well, you know what to do, Julia.
Julia knows.
With Julia's autism, loud sounds can be too much.
But she still loves to make music. Play band.
Early screening for autism can make a lifetime of difference. Find out more at screenforautism.org.
Before we celebrate the freedom most Americans have, we must fight for the freedom all Americans deserve. Because all lives can't matter until Black lives matter.
We're all just trying to keep things running for those who rely on us. Ready! That's why we don't have time to be sick with the flu. And especially this year, no one has time to get sick. Get a flu shot for yourself and those around you too.
We are Ole Miss Rebels. As Mississippi's flagship university, we dig deeper, see farther, work harder. We pioneered human organ transplants. We helped prove Einstein's theory of gravitational waves. We are distinguished as a Carnegie R1 top 2.5% research institution. We are Ole Miss, transforming lives and the world.
Well, Juliana, we know Halloween comes with many different traditions, doesn't it?
Oh yes, so many. That's why I decided to go out and ask some Oxford residents what their favorite tradition was. Let's see what they said.
Tradition is I love to decorate my house, put spooky decorations. My whole neighborhood pretty much does it, and it's always fun seeing all the lights and spider webs.
Yeah, I love going trick-or-treating with the same group of people I've been going trick-or-treating with since I was like 5, and so we always do that every year. And also decorating my house, because that is so fun. Yeah.
Many scholars say that Halloween originated around 2,000 years ago. Now in 2022, this looks much different than it did back then. Let's hear from the rest of the Oxford residents of what their favorite Halloween tradition is.
My favorite Halloween tradition would have to be watching AMC Fear Fest every year.
I would say horror movies, man. Figuring out who the killer is.
Probably going trick-or-treating. We get to go get candy.
Juliana Jackson, NewsWatch Ole Miss. Now Celeste, what is your favorite tradition?
I've always loved pumpkin carving. It's always been a joy of mine to do that. What about you?
Probably making like a boo basket. That's something I always love.
I love that. That's
Yes,
awesome.
Yep. Well, now here on NewsWatch, we love to have fun with each other, especially here on set.
Yes, we do. But have you gotten to meet the behind-the-scenes crew? Let's see what they're up to while creating the show every day.
I'm Pamela Pupkin, and you're about to do Pamela Pupkin's Halloween workout. Woo! This is Alan. All right, come on. Shake off the Skittles, shake off the Reese's, shake off those candy corns. Now ride the witch's broom, ride the witch's broom, ride the witch's broom, ride the witch's broom. Squash Satan, kick him in the crotch. Squash Satan, kick him in the crotch. Squash Satan, kick him in the crotch. Kick that Satan in the crotch. Zombies to the left, zombies to the right. Zombies to the left, zombies to the right. Break it down. I'm a scarecrow doing the robot. Break it down.
I'm a scarecrow doing the robot.
That was awesome. We love our behind-the-scenes crew, don't we?
I don't know about y'all, but that definitely made my Halloween.
That was pretty
Can you show
awesome.
us some moveset?
Oh God, putting me on blast. Well, I mean, I did do Thriller back in the day.
Okay.
Back in my high school days.
I need to go find one of those videos.
Oh, they're online. You can find them. I'll send you a link
search
later.
that up.
Oh boy.
That's all for tonight. For NewsWatch Ole Miss, I'm Celeste Lay.
And I am Juliana Jackson. Have a happy and safe Halloween, and be sure to follow us on all social media. We will see you again tomorrow at 5.
Thank you, and good night.